Good afternoon, it's Sharon Willer from Perth, Australia, coming to you live. And I actually just got home not too long ago, so I'm just throwing a topic up there, and we'll see how it goes. But after the last couple of broadcasts, which has been pretty heavy for me. The one I did yesterday, the news, and the day before. It's all about, when I say follow the money, it's all about looking at why we as mums and dads, nans and so forth, why we never have enough money on us, as hard as we may try to you know, work hard, save, and try and make a better life for ourselves. That's so after watching those and talking about it, a couple of heavy topics, I thought I'd do some light-hearted ones. Actually, easy ones, because I haven't had time to do any research today. Anyway, hello Joe, how are you? I watched Joe and in his live broadcast today, and I know I annoyed him. My apologies, Joe. And Sandy, his partner, yeah, I think, yeah. Lovely people. Anyway, what has he said? Oh yeah, I said to Joe, if you got time, go watch the documentary Thrive. So if you have time out there, go watch the documentary Thrive. Oh. Okay, I've got to clean my glasses. There's a splodge right in the middle. It's driving me insane, and I can't see nothing through it. So I've got to clean my glasses. Now, what's Joe saying? What a documentary, awesome. I knew about that DuPont and Monsanto, yeah, but did not know how much about the other three. Thrive, excellent documentary. Never give up, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. Exactly, Joe. I was hoping that you would, you and Sandy would watch that movie. It's a real eye-opener. You actually, when you finish watching that movie, you get up out of your chair, and what I did was stand up, scratch my head, look at my husband, and we were both in awe as to what we had just seen. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, because today I'm talking about the blog post. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen too, because the first one is all about the Zen meeting. Okay. Now, I have attended every Zen meeting from day one, from the first one. Okay. And in those Zen meetings, our voice of TBC gives us information that is necessary that is necessary. It's information that we need. Okay? And if we don't get the information, it's the difference between reading the blog, right? When they put the posts up, you read the blog. Well, if you attend those send button meetings, it's helpful because what they say in the meeting actually helps you to understand the blog post. Okay. So now I'm going to share my screen. And I got a lot of information out of those send button meetings. I would write it down, and then after the meeting, well, the next day virtually, because that send button meeting would come on at 10 p.m. Perth time. Now, in countries around the world, it's like maybe 2 a.m. in New Zealand or you know, and 4 a.m. somewhere else. And yeah. So, okay. I'm going to come back to that one, but really it was this. I'm going to read it. Most of our paid members are missing out on over $80,000, $80,000 worth of cookies. $80,000 worth of cookies per send button meeting. Shall I say that again? $80,000 worth of cookies every time you attend a send button meeting. You got that on top of what's already in your TBC web wallet. Unbelievable. Unbelievable how many attended the meetings every Monday. Most of our paid members are missing out on over $80,000 worth of cookies by not showing up to our weekly send button meeting. Why? Exactly. Why? Why would you not attend? Understandable. There may be connection issues, internet connection issues around the world, wherever you are. Understandable that you had, you had paid your $10 back office fee, but the paid status didn't show up, so you missed out. Yes, there has been issues with that send button, that paid status. But it should have been ironed out. Now, don't miss send button live broadcast. Well, last night was the last one. The last send button broadcast. And Mb Derek was the voice last night. And yes, it wasn't perfect because I think I think Mb only spoke for something like 6, 7, 8 minutes, and then he too lost internet connection. And then there was a bit of a lull, a wait time, and another link was sent out to get reconnected to the top 10 again. And we're going to have some of those issues around the world. If wherever you are and the connection strength is not strong, then you're going to have connection problems, unfortunately, which means that you miss out. But if you don't attend because you didn't want to, you miss out the information and $80,000 worth of extra cookies. That's a lot of cookies for $80,000. Imagine how much that could boost your wallet. I know what $200 $200 looks like and more, but 80,000, no comparison. TBC leader MB Derek will be hosting the Send Button live broadcast. Last night that was. So even though I'm reading it late, what I mean is when things like this, admin is telling us to go along and to these meetings, but they also gave us as members a gift. Okay? So if we don't take up that gift, well, we might as well kick ourselves in the foot, because 80,000 at the end of it, if you attended all Send Button meetings, see that? How many numbers? That's a lot of numbers. Anything's possible. Now, where did I get up to? On Monday, May 28th, 2018 at 7 a.m. PDT time, Pacific Daylight Time. If you do not have a send button on, you are not allowed into the meeting. That's being thrashed out by admin. It just stands to reason. For those of you who do not have a send button, you do not share this link with anyone else. The link will be available at 6:45 a.m. PDT time on Monday, May 28th, inside your Kringle Cashback office. The meeting starts promptly at 7 a.m. Show up and collect 1 million cookies. 1 million cookies. I mean, that's just going to make your wallet look ridiculous once you redeem all those cookies. So that was the send button meeting that we had last night. Oh, for me, it was last night. For everybody else, early AM hours. And I thought would have a look at something else. Let's look at this. May 28th, 2018 will go down in history as the first day TBC as money achieved a foothold legally. Let's have a look. Wow, okay. I won't play the video. May 28th, 2018 will go down in history as the first day TBC as money achieved a foothold legally. 110 Tribal Kings Memorandum of Agreement. Yesterday, a Memorandum of Agreement, MOA for short, MOA, was officially signed, making TBC as legal money for the 10 tribes of the Philippines. Legal money. Oh my God. Memorandum of Agreement, a CDO of TBC, Consumers Cooperative, and 110 tribes of the Philippines. Do I have time? Was there anybody after me? Oh, no. I have time. Oh, what have I done? Okay. Sorry for giving you all a headache. I'm just checking to make sure that everything is kosher. Now, so the Philippines yesterday signed a Memorandum of Agreement making TBC as legal money for the 110 tribes of the Philippines. Okay, now we're going to get into the Memorandum of Agreement. A CDO, TBC, Consumers Cooperative, and 110 tribes of the Philippines. Number one, introduction. This is a Memorandum of Agreement, MOA, is made on this 28th day of May 2018 between COD, TBC, Consumers Cooperative, CDO, TBC, Consumers Cooperative, and an organization which offers cryptocurrency, the Billion Coin, TBC, the first abundant-based cryptocurrency to the 110 tribes of the Philippines to use TBC as their currency with the tribal community as per Republic Act number 8371, that within it they can enjoy all the benefits of using a completely decentralized cryptocurrency which truly respects the financial privacy of each that use it. Whoa. Wow. My mind is going in circles right now, and I have to carry on. Yeah. Number one, objective. The objective of this Memorandum of Agreement, MOA, is to express the willingness of both parties to engage in an effort to promote the mission of the Billion Coin TBC. Promote the mission. Now, what was our mission? To feed mankind globally. Which is to serve one another with love and respect, and use the billion coin to lift humanity out of hunger, poverty, and misery, as well as its activities to develop and expand relationships within the 110 tribes of the Philippines. They've made TBC legal tender. Oh. And like any other government, they have terms and conditions. It's just like any other enterprise you go into. Terms and conditions, joint cooperation by providing necessary support to the TBC community in undertaking seminars and promotion activities. Exactly. There's a big conference coming up in Papua New Guinea in October. Promotion. Spread the word of TBC. Neither party shall disclose the information which has or may come into its possession in connection with this agreement or performance of its obligation hereunder, which information is deemed to be confidential and may not be disclosed to third parties without prior written consent to the other party. Just like the send button meeting. If you haven't got a send button, you are not invited to attend the meeting. Therefore, you will not get the free $80,000 worth of cookies per meeting. They have rules and guidelines, just like we have rules and guidelines. We all have to adhere to. If we don't, well, I don't want to think of if we don't. Collaborate with one another and shall not impede the proper performance of services under this agreement. Both parties agree to refer clients to each for assistance, cognizant of the individual mandates of the parties. The parties identify each other against any or all claims, damages and expenses or costs in the event of any claims, damages and expenses as a result of gross negligence, fraud, willful default, criminal action or breach of this agreement by other party, its employees, representatives or agents. Organising of joint programs, conferences, symposiums and meetings on various specialties, taking into account the need to increase awareness of both parties' services. And we must have guidelines to keep. You just can't create a coin and not have guidelines. It's like everybody's got a bank account. You go into the bank. You must do exactly what the bank requests you to do, whether it's withdrawing money or putting money in. There's no, oh, can I get some money out, but I don't have an account. No. So, oh my gosh. Now, before I go any further, unfortunately, I cannot see what is in the chat. Okay, you're quite right, Joe. PNG, I can see them going down the same road as the Philippines They are so close to doing what the Philippines have just done. I never thought, I thought PNG would do it first. Okay, thus signed and dated at Raji, Darling Covered Court, Manolo, Portage, Buchanan, this 28th day of May 2018. Now, remember people, remember this day, 28th day of May 2018. Why? Why is this date important? It's because one country has stood up and made TBC, the billion coin, legal tender. So in all aspects of the word, today is a very important date. It's as important as the date that the TBC coin was launched back in the 21st of March, I think, 2016. Well, today, one country has legally made that coin legal tender. If I've got that information wrong, I'm sure somebody is going to come back and tell me. And here's the memorandum of agreement. CDO TBC Consumers Co-op of 110 tribes of the Philippines. See our logo. People, see our TBC logo. The Philippine flag. I'm guessing that's the Philippine flag. And a memorandum of agreement. Number one, introduction. I think it is the same as what, yes, it is, which is exactly what I mentioned here. Number two, objective. Number three, terms and conditions. Now, here's the interesting part here. This is the interesting part. Doc Danilo S. Amuro, TBC, elected president of the Philippines. Dan Doc has got his signature on the, oh, please don't bail me now, memorandum of agreement, because he is the TBC elected president of the Philippines. So his signature should be on this form. The other signature, this other signature, RH, I'm guessing it's Royal Highness King Datu Kulaban Constantino Salvo Jr. I sincerely apologize if I have pronounced all names wrong. I know I will. And he is the national presidents, the national tribal elders of Dutas in the Philippines. I don't want to sit here with my mouth open. I'm just blown away by what I'm reading, people. Okay. Unsigned version that was forwarded to me, and I'll replace this image once I get a copy of the signed version. I was asked to share some words for the occasion, and I supplied the following to be read at the event. Mutually, this is an exciting time for our people we call TBCians and for the native tribes of the Philippines. This day will mark our mutual histories as the leaders of these great tribes officially declare TBC to be the preferred money used to exchange goods for services, not only locally, but also globally. TBC to be the preferred money used to exchange goods and services, not only locally, also globally. Do you know what effect that will have? What it's saying to the world globally, to those countries globally, it is telling other countries worldwide that we accept TBC as one of our preferred payments. Okay, I've got to keep reading. As the creator of this coin, TBC, I am both honored and humbled by your acceptance of TBC. I'd like to share a few words from the mission statement of TBC I wrote at the beginning of this journey. Quote, our mission is to serve one another with love and respect and use the billion coin to lift humanity out of hunger, poverty, and misery. May the scales of ignorance fall from each that we touch, and may they each embrace a life full of abundance and prosperity as they accept our offer of free membership within the billion coin community. End quote. I use that on my in my description for each of my live videos. 2 lines. As I read this, my stomach is doing somersaults because this has just changed the way I see TBC in this future right now for me. Okay, I've got to keep reading. End quote. By design, this coin is to bring to light the truth about our Mother Earth, arrayed in all of her abundance, and that mankind has forgotten that she does indeed provide mankind all that they will ever need and more. Why do so many live in lack and want? Why do we continue to accept hunger as a death sentence for some? It's a shame why so many live in lack and want. Why do we continue to accept hunger as a death sentence for some? It's a shame that mankind has lost the wisdom these native tribes hold dear. Not just the native tribes of the Philippines, but the indigenous people from all over the earth that cling to the sacred truths about man and nature in truly amazing ways. The noise mankind makes today has unfortunately drowned out the wonderful songs that have come out of our heritage. Perhaps with the abundance TBC can bring to the gentle people still grounded in our Mother Earth, those songs will be heard at a higher volume. And then may mankind learn again to embrace the meaning of each of them. Never ever let your precious customs wither away and become dust in the wind. Hold fast to the things that make you special and unique. TBC will give you the means to care for the poor and the needy among you. and even greatly enrich each of you over time. Just don't let this newfound abundance wash out the amazing things that have always existed with each of your great tribes. Oh my gosh. Admin. So you can see this doesn't burden TBC in any way. It just opens doors to mutual benefits for all involved. What this does for us is it sets a precedence that TBC is being recognised as money legally. You know, all this time since I started TBC, I had been hoping and wishing it would be made legal tender somewhere, sometime soon. I don't have to wish anymore. It's here. It's done. Bitcoin has had similar achievements, and it does make it very difficult for regulators to say Bitcoin cannot hold value. Bitcoin has been a pathfinder for TBC. I totally agree. You have to have one that will ride the road, no matter how rocky that road may be, no matter how many doors get shut. Well, that, I'll say Bitcoin is on its journey. Okay? You always have one pathfinder. Bitcoin has been a pathfinder for TBC. Although we will not compromise the true value of TBC by putting it on any market or exchange, never, never, ever, never, no. No stock exchange, no market, no. As Bitcoin did. That will not adhere to the official current price published on our website. Documents are being signed. Here is Doc Dan, and I'm guessing that's the Royal Highness King, the King. Oh gosh, I didn't even know. Maybe if I could understand Philippines, I would have understood what Doc Dan was saying. Now, I'm going back to my chat room to see what's happening. TBC Dr. Joe Stevens is saying, if all the islands, the Pacific Islands, all islands adopted, what's he saying? Adopted TBC as their currency, will New Zealand wake up to it? Will Australia? All we need is one big country to adopt it, and we are on the biggest journey of our dear lives towards ending poverty. The Philippines just opened the door, and they are going to do business globally with our TBC coin. Oh my gosh. And I'm guessing a good portion of these lovely people here are TBCians. I could be wrong, but whenever Dan stands up anywhere, he's got a huge following. Oh my gosh. As admin of TBC, I have a great deal of respect for Doc Danilo S. Oh, I'll say Doc Dan. And without his leadership in the Philippines, this historic day would have never come. Members of TBC are generally clueless about the personal sacrifices leaders make in their behalf selflessly. Please support leaders. We need more of them, okay? This man here, well, where's a better picture of him? There you go. I jump on his live broadcast, but because I can't understand Philippines, I hear the word TBC. That's the only word I can understand in English. It's amazing. It's amazing. This country has made TBC legal tender. I know we have members doing business with TBC globally right now, okay? But when the country that you live in makes TBC legal tender, that just changes the whole rational thinking. That here's me thinking, yeah, it's going to take 10 years for TBC to become legal tender somewhere. 10 years, that's about on average what it took for Bitcoin to be where it is today. 2 years and 1 month. 2 years and 2 months it's taken for the first country to adopt TBC as legal tender. Great leaders, people, and we do have great leaders. We absolutely do. And we need to back our leaders, no matter what language they are speaking, because they have the wisdom, the knowledge, the wisdom, the insight to connect the dots. End result, legal tender. TBC is legal tender in the Philippines. I cannot say that enough. Oh my gosh, that just changed everything. Now, if you look down the side here, there is a list of all meetings that's going to be held, whether it's in, we got the Philippines, we got the Nigeria, we got Manila, oh, no, that's the Philippines. We got Bhutan, we got city of San Fernando, again in the Philippines. Okay, the Philippines are working hard. But the end result is they have made TBC legal tender in their country. I'm going to say that word until the cows come home. Anyway, I've gone way over my time. I'm so proud of Dr. Dan. I mean, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. Thank you, Joe, for being on with me. So, this is Sharon Weller saying good night. Interesting topic. I'll see you all again, same time, same place, Perth, Australia. Good night, everybody. And I'm going to stop sharing with you. And there I am there. Good night.